Welcome to another episode on the Animanga podcast. So, today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little rant. Well, I can't really say a rant. I think it's probably a rant slash explanation of what's going on with the Promised Neverland. I'm sure if you are a manga reader and anime only, you are probably seeing right now it's currently trending on Twitter and everybody is talking about it, and it's not technically for the right reasons. So I'm going to dive into it and explain why, what's gone right, what's gone wrong, and yeah. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So, The Promised Neverland. I personally started reading the manga a few years back, and to be honest with you, this was before the anime adaptation. And I read it, and as you know, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that if I find a really great manga, I'm definitely going to tell everyone. I'm going to share it. I'm going to tell all my friends to say, "Hey guys, check it out! It's so amazing!" And what really grabbed me was the um, originality of the story, like the how these young kids are trying to escape, and they discover they live, they're trying to escape because they've discovered that they live in a world where they're basically food for demons, and they find a way to run away and basically try and live away, and free from demons, basically. But yeah, so when I first found out about the manga, I was telling everybody, saying, "Everybody, please check it out. It's so awesome." And later on, we found out that it was turning into an anime, and season one was amazing. Like, it followed the manga to the T. We got to meet the amazing characters, Sister Crone, Mama, everybody, and it was awesome to actually see everything come to life. So with the success of season one, again, I told everybody, please watch it because it's amazing. Like, it's a really, really great story. The adaptation was flawless, and I think it was highly successful. And after season one finished, I personally continued reading with the manga, and you know, what I love as a manga reader, you get to experience the story, use your imagination to see everything just play out, you know? And one of my favorite arcs, of the Promised Neverland in the manga was called Goldie Pond. And basically, uh, yeah, so this story basically now develops into a shonen, and there's so much action, amazing characters, and you grow with the kids, and there's like a little time skip. And honestly, like, I really, really I grew in love with the story as the manga progressed. So now, well, last year when we found out that season two was coming up, everybody was excited. I was excited because I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna see the amazing, amazing arc that was gonna be adapted. Is that even a word? Anyway, the amazing, amazing part that was gonna be shown. You're gonna meet the amazing characters that we all, fell in love with. And yeah, you're all gonna love the Promised Neverland again. So, what's gone wrong? Season two has gone wrong for manga readers. Anime only, you don't really know what you don't know. But as a manga reader, um, for us, what's gone wrong is that they have skipped, the important characters. In my opinion, Yugo, important character, because basically I felt like he was how the story flowed, how the story progressed, how the kids met him, um, and his backstory, and how he you know mingled with the kids, and then basically how the story developed, and then it went into the epic Goldie Pond arc, which they skipped. It's like the most epic important part of the story, they actually skipped it. Like, it's like a big chunk of the story has been taken away. Okay, how can I explain? It's like oh, how do I explain it? Okay, I'm currently watching One Piece, so it's like taking away the arc of the Water 7 arc. It's like taking away the um yeah, it's like taking away that part of the story and just skipping it. And then you go to the next Marineford. It's like that just does not make sense. That's why we're upset. So, okay, so you're probably wondering, so why is Goldie Pond so important? You manga readers, you're all just going crazy over this. It's important because there was tons of action. Like the kids got guns, and it was like now a serious shonen, like, and they were fighting intelligent demons. There was an explanation of the difference between all the demons, the intelligent demons and the um other demons. Get to fight these intelligent demons one on one, and you get to see like the intelligence of these kids, like how these kids are able to fight, strategize. You get to meet the amazing demons, the smart ones, and also get to know them, their personalities. You also get to meet new characters, and basically Golden Pond is like an abandoned town, and the royal demons were using it as a hunting ground. So you just get to see how the demons hunting, and that was going to be so exciting to see it being brought to life. That's why we're upset. So as a manga reader and you're watching episode 3 and you're like, okay, this looks a bit funny, and you're like, episode 4, okay, like you really have skipped something's supposed to happen here, and you're patiently waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and then it's like, what's going on? Yesterday, I sat there and I watched episode 5. Oh my goodness. I was like beyond upset because I'm just like, what is this? The introduction to episode 5 is something that happened after the time skipped. Why is this happening? Like, episode 5 was a train wreck for me because the worst part was they spoilt the reunion. Like, how are you going to spoil the reunion of Norman, Emma, and Ray? Like, oh my goodness. Like, when you're reading the manga, the emotion that you felt when you saw Norman standing there and like mind blown. Okay. Like, that's like the one thing I was so excited. I was probably thinking this was going to happen in season 3 or something. Yeah. Episode 5. And I'm like, what the hell is Norman doing here? Norman, you're not supposed to be here at all. So frustrated because you're like, why is he here? Oh my gosh, like I can still feel the emotion because I was so frustrated. I guess you have to explain why we're upset again about Norman being there. Because Norman, we see him after the time skip. Yeah, like the kids have gone through so much and they've made some new friends, and so many things have happened in between. So the moment they get to that important meeting place where they see Norman, again, I don't want to spoil it if you're going to read the manga, but basically Norman is not meant to be in episode 5. Like, he's supposed to be like in at least season 3, like maybe cliffhanger ending of season 3, but honestly, we were just like, what's Norman doing on episode 5? We just felt robbed because like we waited and read the manga so religiously to only see Norman in episode 5. And you're like, what? Why is he here? And frustrating because you're so excited to see everything happen. So as a manga reader, it really, really is frustrating because you're invested in the story and you're excited to see everything, you know, being brought to life, because most of the time we're using our imagination and just hyping the story because it's like so amazing, and our imagination is like, working so hard only for everything to just get skipped or not brought to life at all. The story has just been chopped up so much. It's not flowing at all. The joys of being a manga reader. But you know what? I've read somewhere that the mangaka is highly involved in the anime adaptation, and they chose to make it an anime original because he just wasn't happy with the ending of the manga, and he was not happy with how certain things went in the manga, so he's choosing to update everything and make it into the anime original. Fair enough, which is, at the end of the day, he has every right to choose the direction he wants to take the show in how to adapt the anime. At the end of the day, it is his work. But, as a manga reader who's been loyal and reading it, it's like kind of for me it's completely turning me off. I'm not really wanting to continue the story because I'm like, you've ruined the story. You've completely ruined it for me. But as an anime only person, I'm sure, you guys might be really, digging it and really loving it. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you read the manga because honestly, you get to meet the awesome characters like Goldie. Goldie Pond is just awesome. Oh, I can't believe they skipped that. Like, it was so intense. Like you can feel the intensity in the hunting and like yeah, it was awesome. I can't believe they skipped it. But maybe they're probably not gonna skip it. They probably might just, this is what I'm thinking anyway, that they might decide to um make Ray and Emma and Norman, to take part in the Goldie Pond if he's going to include Goldie Pond at all. But it was so amazing. Like I just felt robbed. I was like, "What's going on? So what's going on?" You know. So most people are definitely saying, just chuck the whole season because the flow has been messed up so much. It really has. But I highly recommend that you read the manga and understand why everybody's freaking out. Um, but at the same time, I also feel like we have to be respectful, because it is the mangaka's choice. It's his story. He can choose to take it in any direction he feels, it's his original work. And yeah, this is not how you do this is not how you do a good story. I think everybody's like saying it's like Tokyo Ghoul, how you're messed up Tokyo Ghoul. So uh this is why you should read manga. Because it's just amazing. Now I really, really appreciate reading mangas because you get to understand the story from its rawness before things get edited out or before things get chucked out. So rant over. I hope you guys probably understand why Tokyo Ghoul, I mean not Tokyo Ghoul, The Promised Neverland. You get to understand why The Promised Neverland is trending on Twitter. You get to understand why everybody's complaining, why is everybody shocked. So yeah, let me know actually what you guys think about The Promised Neverland. What are you thinking about season 2 so far? If you're an anime only, how are you finding the story? How are you finding the flow? And as a manga reader, I'm not really going to ask how you feel because we are all in the same boat and we all feel the same things. So yeah. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Animanga podcast. If you enjoyed this, please show your support by subscribing, sharing, and leaving a review. You can always catch me on Instagram where I share more content. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!